4th of December, Nifty today is not the right metric to measure how the market was. Good day in general for retail portfolios. And all eyes are right now on the RBI governor. The 3-day RBI meeting has started. The meeting will end with a decision on interest rates. And I did a very interesting thing today. I looked for what are the key responsibilities of RBI governor in India. Few things missing here. GDP, that's GDP growth, poverty and employment. And if we discount these, then the RBI governor has done a fantastic job. He has two options perhaps right now. Continue with his current stand, which probably is the right stand with respect to his key arrays, and say bye-bye to his role. Reduce the interest rates in next 2-3 days and get an extension maybe for 2-3 years. Now yesterday I talked about center approving 5 defense proposals and the likely impact on the stock prices. Today GRSC was up most 4.2%. Mazgaon Dock literally closed where it opened, that was up less. Cochin Shipyard did not go up much. I mentioned same only. Overall, the entire defense pack was on fire, looking good. Now Nifty and Bank Nifty wise, there was an injection somewhere around this point. This is approximately 11:30. All indices, nearly all stocks had a sharp cut. This cannot be done by retail or DIs. This has to be something with FIIs. And in the nugget section, there are 2 mini nuggets today. In the first one, I'll talk about my costliest mistake. I'll talk about the numbers, what they mean to me. And in the second nugget, I bought ITC today. I'll explain my rationale. Nifty was not as good as yesterday. A lot of reds today. What was up most? HDFC Bank, that reflects in the Nifty Bank up 1%. ICICI Bank gave it company in the top 5. Also SBI. TCS and TPC were the other entries in top 5. Bharti Airtel, Reliance, ITC, Tata Motors, Maruti, they were all down. In fact, today was the day of heavyweights. If you look at these numbers, the percentages are huge. What that indicates is today was just about 4-5 stocks. The other market did not matter. Next 50 as well, just like Nifty, more reds than green. Adani Pack was back to bottom today. See here, there is something happening at Lodha probably. They are regularly in the top 5. And GAIL I talked about yesterday as a beneficiary of the windfall tax removal. That was number 2. Banks are doing well. Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda. This is what I meant when I said the broader market did not matter. So many sectors, literally nothing. 2 tall bars at the top, banking and software. 3 in the laggards. Now the funny fact is, in the top 10, not a single green sector, which means the large market cap sector. They are towards the bottom, which means they are making low gains compared to the ones which are smaller. This is the fall in Nifty I was talking about. This is approximately 350. This is more than 550. So more than 200 point. Literally in a single candle. And the fall was in all indices. Bank Nifty, IT, Next 50, HDFC fell, TCS fell, Reliance, ICICI, Infosys, SBI, not a single exception in the large cap stocks. Airtel in any case was below the line whole day. Now the day belonged to banks today. It did not matter whether the bank was a public sector bank or a private sector. Bank Nifty is in green, HDFC, ICICI, SBI. All 3 of them are in the green now. Private sector banks may still be having a lot of reds here, but the numbers are looking good now in terms of percentage gains. Wherever investors are finding value, those stocks are jumping and jumping on huge volumes. Look at South Indian Bank 4.2%, RBL 6%, IDBI 4%. Not a single red in public sector banks. All stocks in the green today. SBI and Indian Bank, they are in the green zone. Fantastic volumes, lot of rockets in public sectors. This is anticipation of rate cuts. 0.25% is given, 25 basis points. What that means is if we have a new RBI governor on 10th, he will face a lot of red on the banking side in inheritance. Now, in general, my feeling is that the AMCs will do well, but the stocks which have a transaction-based model, stock exchanges, the depositories, they will probably face the heat in the coming quarters. Let me know if you want me to create a video on this or cover this in a Nugget section. I will reduce my positions in all of them. In fact, right now I have only BSC in my portfolio. But CDSL CAMs for now are enjoying the ride. They hit new highs. The bulls are taking nearly all insurance companies up. That's the anticipation of GST cut on insurance. Now, if that does not happen, this sector will bleed and bleed a lot. Also, the GST cut will be selective, not on all sorts of insurances. Right now, everything is going up. It seems that FIs right now are moving money from Infosys to HDFC. 6 companies on this list hit fresh 52-week highs. This is one sector which is outperforming markets right now. And mostly this euphoria to me is actually all wrong. This is mostly because rupee is depreciating. This could be a case of a ticking bomb in my opinion. If you know some stock that sounds like Nalco, Nelco, do let me know in the comments. This kind of sounding stocks are doing pretty well. The sector which was worst for the day, that was auto, and Hyundai, which is down on good days, that was up today. On the other hand, auto ancillary was looking fine. In fact, in the tire pack, Apollo went in the green. This is still a portfolio stock for me along with Balkrishna. I am right now being tempted into considering investing in Hindustan Zinc. Right now, I have investment in Vedanta. I talked about the GST impact on GAIL yesterday. That was up 3.4%. Remaining sector was kind of silent. Only Reliance was down a lot. 1.1% is big for Reliance. 5 red stocks in the sector. Volumes were high. There was renewed interest in renewables today. Adani Green continued to go down 4%, but the remaining pack was good. NTPC Green another 4%, Suzlon up, Premier Energy hit a new high. Sugar sector, this is one sector which I have observed a lot for more than 1.5 decades. Eat Perry was up today also, Triveni was up today also, remaining stocks were down. Now these stocks could also go down in the next few days, but these are the 2 portfolio stocks I have, nothing in the remaining companies. The only stock looking good in the edible consumption pack today was Associated Alcohol. That hit a new high today. And I got caught in FOMO here. I made some investments. Actually, these are more for trades. I'll probably sell off in a day or two. The non-edible pack, there are lesser reds now. Asian Paints, DMart and 3M. But there are greens now. Pidilite, Page Industries, Gillette and Kalyan Jewelers. Fortunes change for these 2 sectors very quickly. Adani Group was all red today. Just Adani Energy minor uptick. The big index does not say anything today, but Bank Nifty was up 1%. There is not much news flow today. Vodafone PLC says that they will sell 3% remaining stake in Indus Tower. Airtel will probably buy it. This will be via block deal probably tomorrow at a 4% discount to market price. So you might see Indus Tower tank momentarily. Huge number of stocks hit 52-week highs today and not a single 52-week low. And rupee made a new low. Right now it is at 84.73. US markets looking good. S&P has been down only for one day in the last 2 weeks. I booked some profits in Premier Energy. This stock was down a lot and then it recovered. And I want to exit the entire renewable pack for now. Vari is still in losses. Let's see what I do about it. There is something silly I did today. I saw PFC going up a lot. I sold it and I thought that I'll buy it back later in the day. But it kept going up. I didn't buy it today. I will buy it again. I still have a lot more left in my portfolio. And South Indian Bank, Ujjivan, which I bought about 8-10 days back, they were giving more than 10% gains, so I sold them off. I made fresh positions today in HDFC Bank. I'd sold it about a month, 1.5 months back along with ICICI. Didn't enter again. Right now I have bought it just for trading reasons. I think FIs are buying a lot right now in HDFC. I forgot to mention today FIIs bought for the second consecutive day. I also bought ITC. I'll talk about it in the Nugget section why I bought it. I bought Indian Bank. I bought Canara Bank. Associated Alcohol, Manapurna Finance. There were some articles which suggested that a lot of gold loans are being taken right now. And gold loan is a collateral, so I don't see much problem with defaults in this particular company. And I topped up this particular ETF, Motilal 100. This is now at 5 units and I'll now start investing in something else. Nugget 1, my costliest mistake of life. This is approximately pandemic time. At this time, PSU stocks were really down in the dumps. Around the pandemic, markets kept falling. I ended up buying 40,000 stocks at approximately 60 rupees price. This is an invested value of approximately 24 lakh rupees. Somewhere around this zone is the portfolio. Now you can see what happened after that. This is right now at 601. Looking at the price, can you think what the stock is? Now, obviously, I didn't hold it till here. That is why I'm calling it the costliest mistake. Let's just say 500 rupees into 40,000 stocks. This is roughly a 2 CR profit, which I could have easily earned had I held on till this point. These are only on Instagram videos on what you lose. No one actually holds stocks for so long, especially if it is not a A pedigree stock. And A pedigree stocks don't give you this much return. The stock is Indian Bank. This is the zone when I was accumulating. Look at the EPS, literally zero. This is following the period of cleanup of banks, or rather coinciding with it, and pandemic. EPS has been going up steadily each and every quarter. The P right now after the stock going up so much is still 8. FII is slightly lower than last quarter, but 5% is okay in a public sector bank. DI is a healthy number, public a paltry number. 73.8% is with government. This is a good shareholding pattern. If you look at the quarters, the revenue from September 21 has hardly increased by 50%, slightly 60% maybe. Expenses have reduced for the 60% plus revenue. The bank is being run a lot more effectively. If you look at EPS, it has gone from 9 to 21, more than doubled. Gross NPA has come down from 10% to 3.5%. Net NPA come down from 3.26% to 0.27%. A healthy continuous downtrend, and this bank is not exposed to small finance. There are obviously some learnings for me. Back conviction with quantity. If you really like something and if you just invest say 50,000, 1 lakh rupees in it, even if it doubles, triples, your conviction is right, you will not make any money. So limit your stocks to max 5 for portfolios less than 1 crore. If it's more than 1 crore, you could have 20 lakh, 30 lakh kind of number per stock. Book profit slowly. This is the mistake I made. I sold 40,000 stocks literally in 2 tranches. Never sell all quantity and don't short to buy again lower. What I did today only with PFC. Sold it thinking I'll buy it again. Buy and then sell maybe if you want to trade. And for multi-baggers, slowly withdraw investment and gradually profit. For example, those 40,000 stocks when they multiplied, I could have recovered my cost by just selling 10,000. I could have held on the remaining 30,000. The Nugget to ITC, this is a small one. ITC actually 78% of the profit comes from just the cigarette business. Remaining businesses may be big. Contribution to profit is minuscule in terms of percentages. This is a data from FinShot, I think for 2023, but not much has changed. And some of these are being hyped off right now. I think hotels is going out. FMCG might go out also. Agro packaging, these are not good businesses. Neither in size nor in margins profitability. They are distractions. So why did I buy ITC today? Now the news is out that GST will increase. What happens is the supply chain has multiple players. For example, suppose this is the manufacturers. Most of these manufacturers are in East India. There are zonal distributors, then there are state level distributors, then there are city level distributors. Then there are the kirana shops and pan shops which sell them. Knowing that the prices will go up and knowing the fact that in India a lot of cigarettes are sold in single stick, 2 stick open packets, all these guys will buy a lot of stock in advance. In this quarter, they are probably buying right now. There will be a lot of orders going to ITC right now to manufacture. The demand from Q4 of this year will shift to Q3. What does that mean? The cigarettes will continue to be consumed in Q4, but they will be manufactured and sold to everyone except the consumers in Q3 itself right now, because we don't even know when the GST will be increased. These days, government does not wait for the budgets. It could be in the next GST council meeting itself. So that is why a lot of revenue will be booked in this quarter for ITC. That is why I think ITC will have a good quarter right now. And any increase in GST will be passed to the consumer. ITC will benefit. I mentioned this yesterday also. If the cost of the pack is supposed to go up by 10, then they will increase it by 15. 5 will get added to their margins. So increase in cigarette cost is good for ITC. And this will also actually reflect with Godfrey Phillips and VST cigarettes, VST Industries. Hope this was useful. I don't know whether this phenomena will play out or not, But I've seen this happen over last 15 years. The prices of cigarettes have not been revised for 3-4 years now. Earlier they were revised every year. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow.